This happened in my town. A group of kids dared each other to touch the old grave behind the church. It was the one with no name, just a date carved into the stone. Tomorrow, but when Tommy Thompson touched it, he screamed. He said it was warm. He could feel something pulsing beneath the stone. The other kids ran off, but Tommy stood there for a moment, frozen in fear, then ran as fast as he could to his house, and carved into the side of it was his name. They gathered around the two graves, trying to figure out what could have possibly caused this. An old woman who lived on the hill overlooking the church said, "I saw a coffin being carried up the hill last night. There was a horse. The horse was black as night, its eyes glowing red in the darkness, and the man carrying the coffin wasn't from around here. He wasn't even alive. His skin was gray, and his eyes were sunken in his head. It looked like he'd been dead for days, maybe even years. And the date? It read today. And whoever buried him must have done so with a very heavy heart, because they didn't want to leave him all alone. So, they brought him a friend. One by one, they placed their hands on the cold, hard marble. That night, he couldn't sleep. He tossed and turned in his bed, listening to what sounded like heavy footsteps pacing back and forth just outside his window. Every time a floorboard creaked, he thought it was the grave, moving closer and closer. Then, as if to confirm his worst fears, in the morning, when he looked out his bedroom window, he saw that during the night, a new grave had appeared right next to the old one. The townspeople had never seen anything like it. The gravedigger who had dug the initial grave said, "Whoever had this coffin made must have done so at the very last minute, because it's the freshest grave I've ever dug. And though we do unknow who the man was or why he was buried in the middle of the night, we do know that sometimes the ones we love most are the ones who haunt us the deepest."